G'day everyone, and welcome to another edition of Craps Down Under. We're going to continue with our bankroll building, and we're at the $882, if I remember correctly. 882. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 882. All right. So we've got 482 here, and we've got 400 here in our rack. So this is our reserve bankroll here, and what we're trying to do is get to our $1,000 target. When we get to the $1,000 target, what that will actually give us is two $300 bankrolls. So basically a total of 600 and 400 to play with. So I kind of think of it as having two reserve bankrolls of $300 each that we can come in, but we still want to ideally play at the 400 because that allows us to kind of have a session target in that 80 to 120 range. So given our target today is to get to the 1,000, that's we need $118 to get to our 1,000. So that's just within our target of that 20 to 30%. So let's get started. I'm going to play the one hit can't miss again. So we'll just do exactly what we did yesterday, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Need some whites. In fact, what am I doing? I should actually just get a whole rack full of them. There's 20. Grab 20 whites. Need one more, I think. Yep, there we go. All right. So I've got a bunch of whites there. I'm going to set these guys up on the 6 and 8. So I decided I'd just mix it up a bit and play this different strategy, just as something else to do. And as I pointed out yesterday, it's still got its Achilles heels. You know, the come out, you can get hammered on the come out with sevens and yos. You can also still hit your point if your point's, you know, the 4, 5, 9, or 10, and you hit the point. That can still hurt. So it's not immune to its nemesis rolls. So just like with the other one, we're playing on the 5, 6, 8. If we get a set a point in PSO, that was a problem for us. It's also a problem for this one. Set a point PSO, you're going to lose $18, and that's the level we're playing it at. Now we could play it at a slightly higher level. We could play it at say a $24 level, and you could even go up to 30. I'm not really wanting to go to 30 just because I know that you can have some long streaks on the come out of losses. If I do get a come out loser, I'll probably only do at most 2, and then I will wait and see if I can set a point and then do a don't come. It's probably what I will do. So what I need to do here is grab some dice. These 2 will do. Alright, so let's get started. So these are off. The only bet that's active is the don't pass bet. And we've got a 7, so that's a straight, as I was alluding to, that's a straight up loser. We lost our $18 straight off the bat. And it can be fairly brutal. We'll give it one more go. If we get a yo or something like that, then we'll wait for a point, and then we'll try and maybe do a DC. But we'll turn these off until we get our don't bet up. Okay, so we've got a 6, 4, 10 is the point. So that's typically a good one, as long as they don't roll repeaters. So now these 2 bets are active. And let's get started and see if we can get a 6 or an 8 before the 7. Unfortunately, no. And that's what I said, set a point PSO, you're not immune to it. So we lose all of these, but we do win that bet there. So again, another $18. So we are getting down rather quickly. We pull this one back up here. So these are off. Get some new dice. But again, with our previous one, when we got a PSO, because we're putting 2 units, we had 34 in action. So here we've lost twice, so that's $36. So it's basically equivalent to 1 loss just playing the 5, 6, 8 at the level we were playing at. So they're back on the 10. So now these are active and we're not wanting a repeater, we're just wanting the 6 or the 8. And we got a 5, so we're not on the 5, so that doesn't help us. Doesn't hurt us, but doesn't help us. And PSO. So again, we're seeing a lot of short rolls, and that one gets paid, this one loses. So as you can see, we've practically gone through $100 already. We're not really getting very far. All right, get some new dice and new shooter. So remember, these are off, and we've got a 9. So at some point we'll get a 1 hit. It's called the 1 hit can't miss. Maybe that was said in tongue in cheek because we seem to be missing. So anyway, hopefully this time we got an 8. So there we are, we got one. So that 1 hit there pays us $21. And there's 20, 21. Now that pays for the exposure, but I'm kind of wanting to get some action up on the table. So I'm probably going to put maybe a 4, 5 and the 4. I'll just do that, but I'll rack $10. So we haven't recovered all of our exposure. If the 7 comes, we are down $8 out of our bankroll. But I want to, I guess expand the numbers we're covering. And we hit the 8 again. So that's a great thing when that happens, because you're getting paid 21 each time. So for that one, I'm happy to rack that. So that basically pick up the 10 and rack the 15, or 16 actually. So now we're ahead. We're just hoping to get some hits. So we've got the 4. All right. So that's going to pay 10 for 1. So I might press up our 5, rack one of them. And unfortunately we hit our 9. So we lose, the point comes off and we lose this. Now I don't need to set up, because the 1 hit can't miss is a setup, kind of an opening play is probably the best way to describe it. So I don't need to have to do anything here. I can literally just play with what's up here because I'm already ahead in the hand. So I'm going to be off by default, allow the shooter to maybe roll a 7. But we're off by default, and then once I set the point, then we'll start working. 4, so they've set the point on the 4. All right, so now we're working. Now we can still use a regression technique and take our action down. We can certainly do that, take it down a notch. Maybe use 2 units. In fact, even just do 1 unit. Let's just do the 1 unit. All right, take some of our action down because we're getting long in the hand. It's the same rules apply as what we were doing before. Trying to judge the hand length. If a 7 comes, because we don't have the don't pass, we're not getting that cover. But I just didn't want to have to go through another come out roll and risk the $18 given we're already ahead. So now I've just got a minimum amount of action here. I might move that one to there. I might even just pull that one down and just work the insides. Bad choice. We got the 4. All right, so now we're off by default. They've got an 8. All right, so now we're working. And we've got a 6, okay? So that pays us $7. So, you can do a press and collect because we already collected before, so we can do something like that. Don't have to take it all back. There's midnight. That doesn't affect us. 6, so hit the 6 again, that's great. So that gives us 15 for 1. So recovering back some action there, because we did have a pretty rough start and hit that 6 again. So another 15 for 1. But we do need to get back. All right. And we hit the 8. So hit our point. So we'll get paid 7. So maybe we'll just press up our 7. Press up our 8. All right. So now we're off. Shooters hit the 9. So 9's the new point. All right. So now we're working. Aces doesn't affect us. As we say, a bit of rubbish there. And we got that 8. So that's a $15 winner for 1. So again, we can, we could still decide to press it up. What do we need to do? Another white, put 3 on there. Could maybe press up that one as well, using our winnings, not our bankroll. And the shooter's got the 8. So that's a $21 winner. All right, so don't mind that at all. That's recovered us back. So we're back to even. Well, I'm aware that the hand's going long, but this is our winnings. Now let's just work out what we've got here. We've got 18 there, 18, 18, 36, $46 on the felt. That's kind of half of our profit target. So that's kind of something to keep track of. Half our profit of our target is literally on the felt right now. So maybe just regress it down a bit. Maybe we'll just still leave those ones there, but let's just take some of it back in our rack. And what I might do, I might take one of these out and replace it with some greens, 4 greens. So we've got 200 here. Move this along. All right, gives us a bit more room. And we got the 8 again. So that was a bad move to regress. Well, it's never a bad move to regress, to be honest. It's always a good move. But the hand's getting long now. So I might even, pull back these outsides and just roll the 6 and 8. And we've got the 6. Another $7. So what do we want to do? We could press this one up. In fact, we could probably just press both of them up. Just concentrate it. 8. There we go, hard. So that's a $15 for 1. All right. So the good thing about the one hit can't miss, it kind of allows you to get established with a fair minimum of exposure, $18, but you got the chance to win 21 and you're covering 2 numbers, provided the point's not one of the 6 or the 8. So that's kind of how it works. You're covering 1 number, but you're getting 10 combinations effectively to get a win. And the win is quite a nice win. It's a $21 winner versus your risk of only being 18. So it actually works reasonably well. All right, so see if we get another hit. 3 doesn't affect us. And there's the 7, had to come sometime. So I think we did pretty well out of that hand. Covered all of our losses. And we did milk most of the rolls, except for where we're off on those 2nd and 3rd point come outs. So let's get ourselves set up again. 3, 3, 3, 3. So remember, only the don't is active. These are off. Get some new dice. So just being aware we are with what we've got on the felt, given we've got 36 plus 18 there is, I think, $54, somewhere around there on the felt. That's kind of half of our profit target, actually, right on the felt, although we've only got 18 at risk. But just being aware of where you are in the hand. We literally only need a couple of hits and we've actually made our target, maybe 3 hits at this level. All right, that's a push, so it doesn't affect us. 3, so that's a frontline winner. That helps us get closer to our target. If we do happen to get a yo, then it helps to pay for the yos. Another push. So this shooter's just been rolling horn numbers. That's all they've been doing, and hopefully one day they'll get a point. There we go. We got one. We got a 5. All right. So they've used up a fair few rolls just to get in the point, but now these 2 bets are active. And they've got aces. Would have been nice if that came the roll before. And we've got a 6. There we go. All right, so there's a $21 winner. Now I'm just looking at where we're at in the rack. I've got 54 on the felt. We're very, very close. In fact, 5. There's 2 reds there. All right. So I just take all that down. Just want you to see where we're at. So there's 2 greens. All right. So that's $50 there. We've got 54 on the felt. Our target's 118. So we're literally one hit away from our profit target. And 7. So unfortunately, no, we don't get our profit target. This one will pay down here and we lose this one. So take that one back. And need to get our 1s back. All right, 3. So these are off and our don't is ready. All right, here we go, coming out. We've got a 10 as the point. And now we're just hoping to get, probably need 2 hits now. Yeah, and we hit our point. So that's again, now we're going back into the hole. So we lose that one. We need to go back up. So as you can see, it can be very volatile. Can be very volatile. All right. So we're almost there. We needed 1 hit. Now we're not almost there. We're actually down a fair bit now from our target. And we've got a 6. So points to 6. This one stays there. So literally now we're waiting for an 8. If we don't get the 8 and we get a PSO, then we're pretty much guaranteed to lose that 18. We've got a 4. Now I did say for a couple of bucks you could actually cover some different numbers. You don't have to just stay on the 8. You could actually cover the 4 and the 10 and equally cover those. But you're not going to win as much. You'll win, I think, 18 if you put $10 each on that. But you've got to add an extra $2 to get there. But you are covering 6 combinations versus only 5 combinations on the 8. But I'll give it another couple of rolls, see what happens. Oops, off the table. All right, get another die. and we got the 8. So it's kind of what we wanted to see. So now 21. So now we can decide what to do. Maybe I'll just do that. Hopefully get some more hits. And we got the 8 again. All right. So that's a $21 winner. So just being aware of how many points we lost, we've won the 2. I think we need probably one more hit, and we'll be pretty close. 12 midnight doesn't affect us. And we've got the 5, okay? So that's, whoops, 5, that's a $7 winner. Just rack that one up. We could also press it, but I'm just inclined to collect given how close we actually are to our target. Because remember, we've got 54 on the felt, and we're pretty much halfway. We're literally looking for one hit. Geez, that 12 midnight's been showing its face quite a bit. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. It's twice in a row. And there's a 10, so we're not on the 10. There's a 4, we're not on the 4 either. Just want an inside number. Unfortunately, just didn't quite get there. We're just looking for that one hit. We just don't seem to be able to get that hit. So all the way there, but that'll pay that one. We lose this one, and we lose this bit of profit. All right. So you think we could have rolled an inside to save ourselves, but no. All right. Here we are. These are off. Just trying to set a point. Oh, off the table. And we got an 8. So sort of a mirror of last time on this side now. So we're hoping we can hit the 6 before the 7. And unfortunately not. So now we're going back down in the hole again. We lose this one. They'll pay there. And, oh sorry, yep. And take that back. So we'll put it back up. That comes off. Dig back in. Let's get started. All right. So 6 and 8 are off. Trying to set a point. And back onto that 8. All right. So 8's the point. 9, we're not on the 9. We're just looking for a 6. 9 again. And we've hit our point. So that gives us basically, we end up $3 up in our rack for that. And it's a new come out. 10. Okay. All right. Come on, shooter, get some inside numbers. No, 3. And we've got the 6. Excellent. All right, 21. So I'll pick up the 5 and the 9. And we've got the 9. So that gives us $7. I'll just rack that, press the 9. Off the table. And 8. That's the ones we want to see. That's 21. So it pays for a... So I'm looking at where we're at. Again, we just literally need that one hit to get us there. And we've got an 8. I think we might have got there. 21. So let me just see what we've got here. Because I know we've got 54, 64, 69, so we've got basically 70 there. And 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 50, 60, 65. Yeah, I think we might be there. Alright, so I'm going to take it all down, just work out where we're at, because I think we've hit our target. Alright. Four. Alright, that's another red. Alright, so we needed 118, it was our target, right? So that's 25, 50, 75, 100, 110, plus what we've got sitting on the don't, which is 18. So we've made it. We can literally, all these reds, that colours up to a black chip. Now I could certainly stay in the hand, but given we've been going backwards and forwards, I kind of want to get there. Now typically I don't recommend you take down a don't, but especially given it's on the 10. But for the video, for the sake of the video and locking in our profit, I'm happy to do that because I don't want the video to keep going on and on. Alright, so clearly there's a 25. Alright, so 125, 130, 142. Alright, so we cleared our target. Remember there's our original 100, 200, 300, 400 plus 142. So we only need 118. So we've cleared our target. We don't need to stay around any longer. So that's us done. I might colour these up for some blacks. Alright, so that's our target. So what we can do here, 4 and literally $1 short of being able to colour that up to a green. Don't know why that is, that's annoying, but anyway, it's just what we have to put up with. Alright, so 470, what are we there? 80, 85, 90, 95, and $1 short of my 1,000. So that's kind of frustrating. So we're $999 is what we've actually got total, but $1 short. So I really want to hit my target. So what do we do from here? That is the question. So maybe I'll, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to live with it. I did pull down the don't because I figured we were at the target, so I've miscalculated by $1. So we'll just leave it there. We've kind of done it. I'll roll this out anyway, see where we're at. So there was a 6, so we would have actually got some money on that. There's a 5, would have got a little bit there, and there's a 7. So, and we would have collected a bit there, but we would have lost what we had on the felt. So all in all, regressing probably saved us some money. So there we are, $999, not quite the 1,000 that I wanted to be at. We could play another round and see how we go, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. The video's gone long enough, and we'll get over that $1,000 threshold on our next video. But what this actually means is now I've got $600 there. I've got 2 reserve bankrolls, and I've basically got $400 that I can play with. $400 here is my session bankroll, and that's kind of where I want to be at. Yeah, okay, we're $1 short, but close enough. $3.99, it's good enough. And we've got $200-300 reserve bankrolls in case we have a bad session. So, and remember, this is all casino winnings. There's nothing out of our bankroll here. It's all casino profits that we've made from our initial $100, and we've already taken our $100 out plus our profit for that. So this is all, it's just really a question from here is how much profit can we actually generate? And we seem to be able to, I've tried a couple of different strategies. I've showed the 5, 6, 8, I've tried that one hit can't miss. We seem to be doing okay by having, and I think the main factor is having a realistic profit target. 20% is well within the natural variation and variance of the game. Most hands you will have, even just randomly, you'll be up a little bit, down a bit, up a bit, and maybe you'll have a go up a lot, or maybe you'll go down a lot. But there's usually some point in the hand where you're up, maybe 10 or 15%, somewhere around that in most hands. All we're trying to do is just play a little bit smarter in the way we bet, the level we bet at, and trying to get that conservative 20% target. And if you can do that with a small bankroll, and you have that discipline, then you can apply that to a larger bankroll. Where instead of we're putting $18, you could be putting $180. You could even be putting $1,800. There's nothing different other than the color of the chips. The only difference is you've got to have the discipline. Whether you're playing with a large bankroll or a small bankroll, you still need that same discipline. So we're learning that discipline by playing with a very tight bankroll, and hopefully that will carry through to when we have a larger bankroll. And ideally I want to grow this as far as I can. So we're pretty much at the $1,000 target, and then I want to go to do what we did, take $100 to $1,000. Right, that's 10 times. I want to take our 1,000 to 10,000. So that's kind of where I want to get to. See if I can repeat it again. So appreciate you guys watching, and look forward to your comments and feedback. Bye for now.